you think you're going?
I've been following you. We went over this.
He's
I
stalking
didn't say you
bro.
were. I thought we had in the conversation.
Didn't mean he wasn't going to follow.
All right. Well, I'd stop you halfway. I wouldn't go all the way if you're still following me.
Then you're stuck
All
halfway.
right.
Because he's following.
So, Shade.
All right. Have Shade.
Cut over to you, Shade.
Okay. So.
The guard's
that
kind of
answer-
standing there looking around.
Okay, well, I asked him about what I just PM'd you, so. I don't know if that's.
that way.
Oh, I actually have to. Okay.
Yeah.
Well. I don't even know. Okay, is there any where I can, research exotic animals or anything in this town? Settlement. Over there?
The guard
No,
is around. What?
What'd you say?
Okay. I said the guard looked around, confused, and looked like you. Oh, sorry. You were asking me something. I thought. Sorry. What was that?
I asked if there's any place I can research for exotic animals, or if there's anyone I can speak to.
Well, you're speaking to someone now, aren't you?
I am speaking to somebody now, but do you know of exotic animals?
Well, I know they exist.
Okay, well, I would like to speak with somebody who actually knows about them and can identify something for me.
Ah, well, see, now you're getting to a more specific question. If you can't tell by now, most of the people in this town are sarcastic asses.
I
So
can
they're
see
like
this.
me.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
everyone's noticed this by now.
This fucking town needs to burn. Wait, what?
He thinks for a couple minutes and looks you over and says, or asks you, why are you looking for info on, quote, exotic animals?
Does the need matter? I like to research things. I like to widen my knowledge if I can. So
then why don't I widen your knowledge on swords? I can train you right.
because knowledge of swords is not what kind of knowledge I want. If you haven't noticed, I am not a warrior.
I can train you to be a warrior.
I don't want to be trained a warrior. I want somebody who can identify something for me that is animal related and not fighting related.
So he sits there and ponders for another moment or two. Sure you don't want to be trained in swords?
Yes, I am very sure I don't want to be trained in swords.
Well, let's see. Who does he tell you to go see? Ooh, he tells you to go see them. That's a nice one. Well, you could either go see Duxon, or I think there's a wizard that lives somewhere around here. Hey, George, where's the wizard live? And George from the top of the tower points off into the city somewhere. Yeah, just go that way. It's hard to frickin' miss the wizard's house.
Okay, so I go find the wizard's house, whatever that is, and ask or knock on said wizard's house, because I'm not walking in there.
Which one do I want to make the wizard's house? It doesn't actually bother finding this out. This one will be the wizard's house. Down there.
Awesome.
The big one.
Okay.
So you said you knock on the door?
Yes.
Well, as you approach, you see a sign in the window next to the door saying, "Come in, open." The door's pretty much thrown wide open, letting anyone walk in
Oh,
that
hey.
feels like it.
Okay, so I walk in and ask if there's anyone around.
No, this is just a completely empty shop. Of course there's someone around you, adults.
This town, I swear. Can I get your assistance, please?
Then a relatively young-looking elven woman steps out from behind the counter. How may I help you?
I was hoping you could identify something for me. And I pull out what's in my pouch and show it to her.
How long is it?
How long is it? I don't know. You tell me. You didn't give me specific sizes.
Clearly doesn't catch on very quickly.
No, he doesn't.
No, not really.
No, I'm just never mind. Just go.
Look, you said I pull out what's in my pouch.
That is not in my pouch. That is in my robes. Okay?
You mean under your robe?
Under my robes, rather. Jesus Christ.
Speaking of which, why are you wearing a dress, man?
All right,
Can you
so
identify
she-
this for me?
Is it a hooded serpent?
Oh my god.
She takes a look at it, and she studies it for a couple minutes here and there, just looking it over. Feel free to make whatever perverted jokes you guys want. And eventually, after looking it over and flipping through some page in a book and muttering to herself about this and that, and well, it could be. She suddenly just stops, looks
Uh-oh.
at you, looks back at this, and asks, "So, where did you say you got this again?"
This shit again?
Nearby, in the wilderness. Happened across it.
I'll be. I haven't seen one of these in insert number of years I'm about to roll. Oh, I haven't seen one of these in 78 years.
Oh, it's quite a while. Can I ask what is it?
I'll tell you if you sell it to me.
Why don't you tell me first?
Because then you
Because
won't
she's
want to
obviously
sell
gonna
it.
jip you in price.
I said she's relatively young looking.
Well,
78
it's
is
not
pretty
for
young for
sale.
elves.
I would just. It's not for sale. I would rather you just. I just need assistance in identifying it.
Well,
So
I
I
can
know
tell you
what to
exactly
expect.
what this is. I can tell you exactly what it does. I can tell you just about anything you want about this, actually.
So, can you please tell me that now? Like, right now.
She looks at it, and she looks at you, and she looks back at it, and you can see she really wants this.
How about I pay you to tell me what this is?
How much?
50 gold. All you're doing is giving me information. And you make 50 gold
She
from it.
laughs in your face.
100 gold.
140, and we have a deal.
You really need to get a diplomacy, man.
Yeah,
This
you really
is,
do.
I have a +0 to diplomacy, and this all wouldn't have happened if fucking twos. God damn it. Fucking twos.
Oh, roll diplomacy. Maybe you'll get higher.
Rolls a 1.
sure.
Please
Why?
roll one.
Rolls a nat 20.
Oh.
Not bad.
No, it's still 140.
Okay, understandable. That's fine. Okay, so I agree. I'll give her 140.
And
It's probably
this
worth less than that.
is-
No, it's not. I don't think so.
This is what you have just found.
Do you say it like that because you're PMing it to me, or do you say that? Yep. Yay! And it's definitely. Yay! Okay, yeah. It's definitely worth that and understandable. Thank you!
What is
I
he
will be
asking
going
about?
now.
Now wait a second.
So,
Wait a second.
Did he actually
What?
shout
Yes.
yay in character?
No, I did not.
Probably.
But he did
So-
get a very happy grin.
Could I interest you in any of my wares while you're here?
Sure. Let's see what you have, I guess. What does she have? Like, oh yeah, does she have? She probably. Yeah. I probably need food for this thing. So,
You probably do.
um,
And she actually has some.
so how much for it?
For the
Since I'm going to
food?
need some. Yes. Thanks, Doc.
How much are you buying?
I probably
Get a
need
week's
like
worth.
yeah, like a week or two's worth, probably. I'll go with a week's worth right now.
So it's 5 copper per day. So make it a silver per day of food you're getting.
Okay. So week's worth, so 7 silver.
Yep.
Okay.
So what'd
Awesome.
you just buy a lizard?
Sure, let's go with I bought a lizard.
Or did you buy the
It's
thing that you
actually that's
told me
not a
earlier?
lie.
She
Not allowed.
suggested that you may need to incubate that.
Do you have an incubator?
I do have an incubation stove.
And how much would that be?
Well, I'll make you a deal. How about I will sell this to you at half price. I'll let you leave it here because obviously you can't carry this around with you.
Okay, obviously.
And we get dinner.
And we have dinner?
I saw this coming. That was the whole point with the, would you like to see my wares?
Yeah. I see no problem with that. Sure, why not?
Wait, what'd she
So-
ask?
Aren't you like
She wants to have dinner.
10 years older than her?
Oh, good. Good.
I don't know. She hadn't
Good.
seen it in 78. She never said an
Good.
age.
So
I'm a
it
100.
will end up cost. The incubation stove will end up costing you 375 gold.
Okay. But that's with it being half price?
That's half price.
Okay. So. Okay. This is when I hand over the envelope. No, I'm just kidding. Okay.
Yes, we'll marry you.
Shit. I'm gonna have to.
I don't think he wanted that.
Hang on a second. Is there a way I can give you part of it now, and then the other part of it when I come and pick it up?
Lol.
You know, I could just spot you some money.
Except you're nowhere near
you're
him.
not with me. You're not with me.
Let's go find one of us. We do.
Well,
tend to have
I'm
money
not
on us.
leaving it here. So, I mean, I am having dinner with you later. So,
Pay
not
for
like I'm running
dinner,
away.
too.
and I do want this thing, so I will leave it in your company, and I will pay you the
Well,
rest
here.
when I return.
Why don't you leave that here with me, and
Okay.
I will bring it with me, and then after dinner you will give me my money, and I will give you this.
Sounds good to me. Okay. So
Now I need to
I'm gonna
find
have to,
another token. Oh no, I already have one. Never mind. I'm good.
so I'm gonna have to go to one of them. And how much did you
Well,
say? 375.
Yeah, 375. But wait, write that down. We're gonna hop over to Doc now.
Okay.
Um. One second. Okay. So I guess I'm going to be there.
Yep.
And I knock on the door.
Sorry, I had to have that. Luke opens the door, sees it's you, and quickly ushers you inside, closing the door behind you.
Yes, is everything alright, Luke?
Well, it's no worse off than when you left, about 10 or so days ago.
Is
It's
everything
no
okay?
better, but it's no worse.
Then why did you rush me in so excitedly?
Because I have no clue what the hell is going on anymore.
What do you mean? And why do you sound like Remy? You kind of do.
When you say, what do you mean, he kind of motions towards where the couch in the room is, because this is kind of like just the foyer before the workspace. And you see that just, was it Tabitha or Eliza? I forget.
Oh, it's Tabitha.
Whichever one it
Eliza was the secretary.
Okay, I couldn't remember which one was which. You see Tabitha's lying there, again, fading in and out of consciousness. It seems a little bit more
Severe.
rapid between the conscious and unconscious. Like, it's the time between being unconscious is less, but so is the time being conscious. And you also notice that she is under no less than 5 different blankets with like wool clothing and like everything to keep heat inside, and she's shivering.
Well, her symptoms seem to have gotten worse, but why are you freaking out all of a sudden? Earlier, you had such a more composed figure. Did something else happen that's not entirely visible?
Not that I can tell right now, but she's been saying some freaky crap recently.
Oh, God. Like what? That might be important, because the way that and by the way, we did succeed in finding what we needed to, but the way that we did was not to my liking.
Well, she's been muttering something about dragons and crowns, and I have no clue what to make of any of it.
Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Can you remember anything more specific? Or is she saying anything right now?
She's not saying anything right now. She's just shivering and shaking beneath all of this. All these things are supposed to keep her warm, and says the only three words that I can remember her repeating over and over and over again are dragon, red, and crown.
No other words? Like, did you hear the word alpha or anything else
No,
like that?
why?
I'll
Should I
explain
have?
more. I'll explain more once we figure more of this out. I go up to her. Is she conscious when I go up to her?
She is not. Well, she was momentarily. She saw you walking up, and like as you get up to her, she passes out again.
Oh gosh. All right. Well, I guess I should probably put the necklace on. I was gonna ask her a question, but she passed out. So. And you're sure that this is what is causing it? She claimed this to be the cause, but are you sure?
I, as sure as I can be. I mean, I'm just a mortician. I don't know this stuff.
Yeah.
God damn it, Jim! I'm not a doctor.
Right. Well, here goes nothing. Be prepared.
You know, the
Alright.
interesting thing about that is that a lot of morticians are doctors. Most are,
I
in
know.
fact.
Yeah, they are.
I know.
Yeah, but
So
99% of them don't operate on living people.
so be prepared for anything. I'm not entirely sure what will happen here. And I lift her head slightly and put the necklace around her neck.
But as you lift her head, you feel immense amounts of heat coming off of her. Like she's got a huge fever.
Yeah,
So
that sounds about right.
yeah. And as you put the necklace around her neck, I'm assuming that's where you put it.
Yeah.
She stopped shaking. She's still
Okay,
extremely hot, but like she stopped shaking, and you can hear her breathing start to regulate a little bit more.
Alright, I probably take a couple of blankets off, or the layers or whatever. Probably assessing if she needs them or not, how many layers she needs. Now that she's not shivering or anything. I also pull up a chair, and I mentioned to him that like it seems to have worked, and she seems to have gotten better, but would like to talk to her while she's conscious, if you do not mind. Again,
No,
the circumstances in which we reclaimed this was not to my liking, nor
Oh,
anybody else's.
feel free. I don't know what to say. How
Alright,
can I
well,
ever repay you?
don't think much of it. I helping out a friend.
So after a couple of minutes of watching her and making sure she doesn't she doesn't overheat, uh, she's not hyperventilating, nothing like that. Eventually, before when she would gain consciousness and whatnot, her eyes would snap open and she'd be awake for a time. This time, when she's coming to consciousness, instead of just snapping wide open, her eyes are slowly opening.
Alright. Tabitha, can you hear me? Are you
Who
alright?
are you?
Can you understand what I'm saying? My name is Sid. You met me a few days prior. And I do not recall if you remember or not, but you gave me quite a slap in our first encounter. I assume that I've helped you out. If you've noticed that you have something that you had lost around your neck right now.
You're the one I slapped. I thought you were a dream.
No, no, no. Trust me, that was quite real. Are you feeling better?
Little bit.
Maybe. Alright. Well, I've helped you out, even though I barely know you. It's more of a favor for our mutual friend here, but I need to ask a question about the necklace or two.
As you say, our mutual friend here, she kind of looks around the room. She sees Luke, and she lets out one of those sighs. It's like, oh God.
Yes, well, I need to ask a question concerning the way that the state in which we found that necklace.
Okay.
How exactly did you come across did you come to lose it?
Did I come to lose it?
Yes. That's the first question.
I had it around my neck one night, and in the middle of the night, I woke up with a dagger to my throat.
A dagger. Do you
Or
do you
I
recall
assume
seeing
it was a dagger.
do you recall seeing who was wielding said dagger?
No, I was told to keep my eyes closed or else my neck would be slit. So I did.
Okay. And he spoke in common.
Very broken common, but yes, common.
Okay, that's. There's probably not. What makes this necklace important to you?
Jacob, that's
Why
totally
does
not
it? Why is it so important to your well-being?
I honestly have no idea. My mother, when I was just a young child, gave this to me and said that I needed to keep it around my neck as often as possible, and to never lose it, which obviously didn't work out quite as planned.
Well, you have it now. I suggest trying to keep it more safe if you can. Your mother, who was she? Was she somebody important, or was she important to the annals of history? I mean,
Uh, was she important to history? Not that I'm aware of. Was she important? Well, every mother's important to their child, are they not?
of course they are. That's why I preface with the asking if she was important in the annals of history. Okay. Another question. Have you ever heard of a being known as the Alpha?
I've heard of the Omega.
I made that joke like 3 sessions ago.
I know.
Oh God, I remember him.
But seriously, have you ever heard of the Alpha?
Just the rumors, legends, and general horror stories that every mother tells their child to keep them in line. I never took much stock in them.
By the way, what race is she?
She is a human,
Okay. Just.
or as far as you
wondering,
can tell, she's a human, I should say.
I'm assuming that your mother was human as well. Or am I wrong in that assumption?
As far as I could tell, she was human. She might have been half elf or so, but
Damn it.
hard to tell.